Welcome y'all to another episode of Sample Size Sense, which is up here. My name is Eric, and as always, I thank you so much for continuing to check us out. We've been rocking and rolling, y'all, with all of these different fragrance reviews and sample size reviews, and it's not going to stop. You know, we got to keep the momentum going. I like doing this, y'all. I just do. So much so that I kind of went dumpster diving the other day. Well, I'm not going to call it dumpster diving, but I kind of went like looking for fragrances in bargain bins, right? Like for instance at a Ross or a TJ Maxx or Burlington Coat Factory and stuff like that. And the reason why is because I was talking to a friend of mine. Shout out to my homegirl Ayana, and she reminded me of something that happened many years ago. When I was just a young buck with fragrances and whatnot. We talked about one day, I think it was for her graduation, for her high school graduation. I ended up buying her a bottle of Versace Red Jeans. It was either for her graduation or it was for her birthday. I can't remember. But I remember buying her Versace Red Jeans. And the reason why is because I had Versace Blue Jeans. And she reminded me of that. And I was like, damn, that was like almost 30 years ago, yo. Like, that's crazy. And so I went on a hunt looking for Versace Blue Jeans. And just so happens I was able to find it right here. Now, keep in mind, this has been, I would probably say around maybe 20 years since I've last smelled this. And I kind of remember how it smells, but I don't really remember how it smells because obviously, you get the bottle and whatnot. And I literally hadn't sprayed it or anything. And you kind of can get a small little whiff of it from here. But I wanted to share my reintroduction to Versace Blue Jeans with you, I guess live on air. I don't know. But I was able to get this from TJ Maxx, y'all. It's $20. You can't beat that. And for $20, it was one of my very first fragrances. My very first one was Obsession, which I talked about that before on a previous episode, how I bought a big bottle of Obsession. And I went to work one day with the bottle because I was so happy because I had just bought it and I was on my way to work. And as soon as I got out of the car, I dropped it and it spilled everywhere. Sucks for me, right? But needless to say, I got this one. This was one of my finds back in 1990. This was around 1999 when I actually first smelled this. And I did some research on it. It actually came out in 1994. And I want to say it was about maybe $40, $40 or $50 at the time. Now it's only $20 from TJ Maxx, y'all. And y'all can find this anywhere at any TJ Maxx. So I know I typically don't do designer. I mean, I've done a few designer ones. I mainly focus on niche, but this brings back so many memories. Some good memories, some not so good memories. Remind me one time I have to tell y'all my movie story with me and my homeboy, Eric. We went to the movies and it was a time. I got caught up crazy. But anyway, this is Versace Blue Jeans, and I have my trusty tester strip right here because, again, I am going to smell it with you right now. Again, it's been years since I've smelled this. And some of the notes on here are citrus. It's a citrus cocktail, actually. And, well, they call it a citrus cocktail. Lots of fruity flavors or fruity notes to it. And galbanum, which is the top notes, right? And then the middle notes are juniper, lavender. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, this brings back so many memories. Anyway, I'm sorry. Juniper, lavender, jasmine, violet, and nutmeg on the middle notes. Oh man. And the base notes are cedarwood, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. And it's just, believe it or not, this is actually still a really good smelling fragrance. It's been almost 30 years since this has come out. I think it came out in 1990. Yeah, it came out in 1994. And this 30 plus years later, this actually still smells really good. Now, does it smell new? No. Or does it smell like, modern? No, it doesn't. It does. You can definitely tell this is one of those fragrances from the 90s. Kind of like the Obsession or the Escape for Men, Curve, Claiborne Curve, those type of fragrances or whatever. but the nostalgia behind it is just, oh man. Now, I will say it doesn't last long at all. I don't know, maybe 3 hours. But as I always tell you, you don't need a long lasting fragrance to make a really good impression. You really don't. But it just reminds me so much of like being in my 20s, you know, like, man, it smells so good, y'all. Like, and again, it smells good for the time, right? It's definitely I would say this is a year-round fragrance. No, I won't. I would say probably mainly spring, summer, fall. You can wear this. The wintertime, I wouldn't really spray it that much because it doesn't have any longevity, no staying power. But spring, summer, fall, definitely spring and summer. You can rock this and you'll be smelling good as hell. And it just brings back memories, y'all. It smells so good, y'all. It's just 8 out of 10. I would give this an 8 out of 10. And a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. You know, it just smells good. And just like that, I only sprayed it maybe twice, and just like that, it's almost gone. The scent. Now, this is an eau de toilette. So, I mean, it's not going to last as long as an eau de parfum or just a regular parfum or extrait. So, you're not going to get a lot of staying power. Very powdery, like a powdery scent. Clean, powdery scent. I don't get any floral notes in it actually, but it's more of a powdery scent than anything. And yeah, it's only $20, yo. This is definitely a blind buy worthy in my opinion. And for the ladies, if you can find a Versace red jeans somewhere, get that one because that one is a showstopper as well. That one smells really good. Shout out to my homegirl Ayana again, man, because that was old memories, y'all. Old memories. So until the next time, y'all. Oh, one more thing. I have another one that I purchased also, which was another bargain buy, which it'll be on the next or subsequent episode. So be on the lookout for that one as well. Until the next time, y'all, my name is Eric. Thank y'all so much for watching Sample Size Scents. Please like, subscribe, share content, everything, all the good stuff that they tell you to do on YouTube. And yeah, that's it. Peace.